Hey guys, Crystal here, and we are here with a hot process soap. And this is going to be my 9th, yes, I said that right, 9th try at getting fluid hot process soap. So we will try. It seems like every time I turn on the camera, I can never get it to go fluid. But when I do it by myself, it goes fluid every time. So we're going to try again, guys. Here is my lye. Getting ready to pour it into my hot oils, and we will get it going. And instead of turning the camera off when this cooks, I'm going to keep it going because I've got some things to talk about in between, and that way you guys can see what it looks like as it cooks. Matter of fact, hold on. I need to go get me some water for my steak blender. Alright, got me some water. I got some soaps back there. Let's clean that off. Okay. There it is. So there's our hot process. It is on low. It is good and put together. And I got something to talk about, guys. I am so excited. I know I've been talking about this for a while now, and I've been working super hard, and I'm still going to keep on working hard, but my website is now open. I have the soaps that I began, not when I started beginning, but the soaps when I started YouTube. I didn't start YouTube until I got my recipe right. That's when I started my YouTube videos, is when I've tested and tested and tested my recipe, and I came out with one that I absolutely love. My family loves it. My friends love it. But the only thing is I would make it and then I would forget to put the name on it or the scent. And I was just learning about how much fragrance to put in it. So some of them are lightly fragranced. But they are now up on my website. They are only $3.99. I went to a couple other people's websites that do homemade soaps, and they were charging like $5 and $6 for them. And I was like, no, I'm going to charge $3.99 because I believe that's a fair price. And also, I'm going to show you what my things look like. Here is one of my soaps. There's what it looks like, and I just ruined it by putting my finger on there. My hands had oil on it. But this is what my soaps look like. And this is one way I package them. And then also, we have got let me see. Also on my website are my body butters. This one is an 8-ounce body butter. Uh-oh. Look at it climbing. We got to stir it down. That's why I wanted to stay close, guys. It's still gelling in the middle, but it was climbing up the side. That's why you always want to stay close to your crock pot. Don't want it to go. So it's in the applesauce stage now, as you can see. I wish I had a bowl or something I could put this on. Oh well, I'll just set it right there. Alright, let's put our lid back on. Alright, well, I wanted to show you, this is my body butter. This is my Shea body butter. And this one's the one that has all the good herbs in it. And it's got sweet almond oil. Up, it's rising again. My crock pot might be a little bit too hot. It might be the reason why it's rising so much. If your soap rises and rises and rises, that usually means your crock pot is too hot. So you cut it off for 10 minutes and then on for 10 minutes. Off for 10 minutes, on for 10 minutes. And as I was saying, this Shea body butter, it's got sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, rosemary oil, coconut oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, tapioca starch, provitamin B5, vitamin E, glycerin, and a special blend of herbs. And it's a rising again, so we got to stir it down. And if you hear bubbling in the background, I have got my water boiling for when we're going to liquefy the soap. Hopefully it does what I want it to do. That's hopefully. You never know. But as it keeps rising, guys, just keep stirring it down, stirring it down. Remember, it might be too hot, so you cut it off for 10 minutes and then on for 10 minutes. Cut it off for 10 minutes and on for 10 minutes. And also, I wanted to show you is my 8 ounce, I don't know if you can see, there you go, is my 8 ounce lotions. And I call this lotion 5 Kinds of Heaven. And, oh, we got to stir it down again. See, every time I go to talk, I have to stir the darn soap. When it rises like this, guys, it means your crock pot is too hot. I know I've said that before, but I was just making sure you know. We don't want it to rise above, and it's going to keep on rising until it calms down a little bit. But this is called 5 Kinds of Heaven, and it's got water, aloe, goat's milk, aloe gel, goat's milk, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, rosemary, castor, coconut, shea and cocoa butter, hydrolyzed wheat protein, vitamin Pro V5, vitamin E, tapioca starch, and a special blend of herbs and preservative. So we've got those on the website. We've also got our bars of soap on the website. And I'm going to be adding soap every day, because that's what I have been doing for the past week, is wrapping soaps, taking pictures of soaps, and stuff like that. Hopefully we do get a fluid hot process. I am hoping we do. This is just the way I do it, guys. You might find someone that does it differently than me, but this is the way I do it. And I haven't really learned off of anybody, like watching them. I've kind of learned myself. I taught myself, you know, what's going on, what happens when this happens, why does it do this, why does it do that. I kind of learned on my own. So, we're going to go ahead and give this a stir. It's rising up. I want it to go back down. See, as I'm stirring, how it's going down? That's what we want it to do. We want it to go back down. So as I'm stirring, It goes back down. And I stir often, guys. Some people with hot process say, no, don't stir it, don't stir it. Leave it alone. No, not me. I am a stirrer. I will stir my hot process every couple of minutes. Even if it wasn't rising, I would stir it down. That's just me. Let me get my sides. Soap right there. I like to have clean sides. Alright. And when it comes, and what I also do, something that a lot of people with hot process don't do, I stick blend. And the reason why I stick blend, because I stick blend to get that big volcano. Once, in my experience, once that big volcano comes, you know what I'm talking about, where it bubbles over, not when it's folding over on itself, but when it bubbles over and it comes up and it looks thick and bubbly, that is the big volcano I'm talking about. And once you get to that point, your lye is dead. Your little Phaline test strips might test positive a little bit, but in my own experience, once I do get to that stage, my lye is completely dead. I have Zap tested it, and I have pH strip tested it. So I know that once it gets to that point, it's dead. And what I like to do is I like to help it along, and I use my stick blender to get to that point. And then once we're to that point, then that's when we try to liquefy the soap. So, like I said, this is like my 9th time trying to video, capture this on video, trying to do this. And for some reason, it's just not working out for me. So, hopefully today will be the day it'll work. So, right now, it's just chilling out. It's cooking. It's still hot. I'm going to turn it back on low. I know it's not been 10 minutes, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn it back on low and get it going a little bit more. Then we'll turn it back off if it gets, a lot more hot. My little girl's here today. She just got off school. And I know this isn't rising, but I want to stir it. I'm a stirrer, guys. I like to stir, stir, stir. Because when I stir, I can tell the consistency of the soap. And I know about where we're at in the process. Like right now, we're at a thin mashed potato consistency. And once it gets to a thicker consistency, that's when it's time to stick blend. But it's not there yet. So we'll put the lid back on. I'm happy you guys are here with me. Instead of me turning the camera off and turning it back on and turning it off and turning it back on, we're just going to stay here and play around for a little while. I got my super facts done. Now I need, you know what? I need to do my fragrance. That's not good. My fragrance is gone. I had it out here. Where did it go? Where did it go? Uh-oh.
What?
Mommy's looking for her fragrance, Lena. You seen my fragrance?
No.
No.
I haven't tested them. I was at school.
You were at school?
I haven't tested them. But I was at school. baby Alyssa. My puppy.
Okay, I found one of them, but I have not found my other one. There it is. All right. Now I can do my fragrance. Where's my scale? See, you guys are hearing everything, all my goofies and my mess ups and all that good stuff. Looks like my soap's doing good. I'm putting tapioca starch in it to anchor the scent. And we're going to do, this is my unspecial blend. Two ounces of that. And 2 ounces of that. Ooh, that smells good. It's about time for me to check my soap and stir it. Alright, it's in a thicker consistency, guys. Now it's time to stick blend. So let's get our stick blender out. Now, once I stick blend, the volcano is going to come, so we got to watch for it. You know what? I need to get my water ready. Leave it alone for a minute, because I got to get my water ready. Alright guys, here is my hot sugar water.
Hot sugar water?
So I've got that ready. Alright, let's get this going. Here it comes. See, that's the big old volcano I'm talking about. See how it's coming up? And we stir it down. It's still not as thick as I need it to be. So I'm going to stick blend again, and it will volcano again. Alright, let's check it now. See how it's coming up and boiling over? We need to get that down. There we go. Now it's thick. And now it's in that thick consistency that I need. Alright, now that I've done that, in with my sugar water. And now what you do with the sugar water, I took it from my, I took it away from my water that I put my lye in. And what we do now is you stir the crap out of it. You stir and stir and stir and stir until it becomes fluid. And the more you stir, the more fluid it becomes. And we're also going to put some glycerin in it, but that's not until a little bit later.
Mommy, what is that?
It's Mommy's soap.
There's something in it. Can I test your hands? Mom, can I test your hands?
Hopefully it will become liquid. I'm hoping, because like I said, every time I try to do this on camera, it does not work. And this feels like it's getting thicker, not thinner. So that's not good. Alright, I'm going to go get my glycerin now.
I said hi to it.
I don't have much glycerin left.
Hi. Ooh.
It's going liquid! Yay!
What we do these two soaps?
The glycerin did the trick. Look at that.
Mommy,
What, baby?
what we do these two soaps?
Maybe. I hope it don't go back. Let's keep our fingers crossed
Mom,
that it won't go back hard. It'll stay fluid.
Mom,
I think it might need a little bit more glycerin, and I'm almost out.
Mommy, do these two soaps. Mommy, do these two soaps.
No, baby.
Let's go.
There it goes, guys. Do you see it? Do you see how the consistency's changed? Look at that. It is now liquid. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. So, sugar water, 6 ounces of pure sugarcane water, and about, I'd say 4 ounces of glycerin did it. See, look at that. Completely liquid. Finally, after 9 tries of doing it on the camera, it finally let me do it. See how liquid that is? Let me see if I can zoom you guys in a little bit. Do you see how liquid it is? Isn't that exciting? Awesome. Alright. Now we're going to turn it off. Check our temperature. About 178. Just keep on stirring a little bit. It's thickening up a little bit on me for some reason. Yeah, it's going back, guys. Maybe just a little bit more glycerin will do it. I'm almost out of glycerin. Don't go back on me. Stay liquefied. Nope, it's going back, guys. Okay, so we got liquid for a couple minutes, and for some reason it's wanting to go back. But I'm going to go ahead and put my super fats in now. I don't know why it was wanting to go back, but it was. So there's my super fats. Well, at least I showed you guys how to get it to go to liquefy it. That's exactly how you get it to liquefy it. And for some reason, it's wanting to go back, but that's okay. And I'm almost out of glycerin, which really stinks because I don't have the money to get any more. Not right now anyway. See how thick that is now? Yeah, it went back. But that's alright. Alright, let's go ahead and start sectioning off the colors. Let me get my ladle here. Well, my super fat needs to melt. Unfortunately, it went back solid, but that's okay. At least we seen it. We seen it go liquid. We seen it liquefy, guys. That's the most important part. Okay. Oh, we got a fragrance in it. What am I thinking? We gotta put the fragrance in first before I do the colors. Alright, there's my fragrance. Let's get it soaked up. And my fragrance, I mix ylang ylang and patchouli. And it smells really good. And when you stir fragrance in, or if you stir anything in, go from the bottom up. The bottom up, because it'll incorporate better. I'm probably just going to do layers of color and then put a hanger swirl through it. Alright, that's good and mixed. Alright, now we can get our colors separated. We're going to put our lid over here. Man, I hate that it did that. Oh well. At least we got it to do it. So disappointed. Alright, this one can be my white. And it sounds like my kids are home. Don't mind the dog barking. My kids are home. Shoo, that's hot. I swear they bark at anything. Anything and everything. I'm going to use my spatula to get the last of it out because I couldn't get it with that. Alright, it's separated. Let me get my colors. I think I want the least one to be the white. So let's get some white in there.
What soap are you making?
I'm making a hot process soap, buddy.
Your mom.
Huh? Sorry guys, my camera shut off, but look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? So there's that one. There's the blue. Here's the pretty purple. And then we got our white. So, let's get my mold. And I'm most likely going to throw a hanger through this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plop them down anywhere, really. This is very fluid. It's easy to work with. Try to put it in the spots where nothing's been there. For the purple. I love this purple I put with a little bit of activated charcoal in it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right. Oh, don't want to do that. Can you see what I'm doing? No, you can't see what I'm doing. Here, let me take this and put it to the side. That way you guys can, there we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. Gosh, I just love this purple. It's just so pretty. I'm definitely going to have to make it again. I mixed a couple purples together to get this purple. And then, like I said, put a little bit of activated charcoal in it. Beautiful. Don't want that. Alright, last of the blue. A lot of this purple left. Definitely going to put the hanger through it. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Alright, got one more time. Cover your ears, y'all. Alright. That is going to be so gorgeous. Ooh, that's hot. clean that later. That's what my apron's for. And why it's still good and pliable, I'm going to put a little round top on it. Do some curly cues. Well, one thing, even though it didn't fully liquefy, let me see, still on, yeah. Even though it didn't fully liquefy, it still was fluid enough for me to work with it and do something awesome with it. So just remember, guys, you don't have to do it the way I do it, but this is just the way I do it. So you go through the mashed potato states. One more bang. You go through the mashed potato states. Once it gets to a thick mashed potato consistency, stick blend it and stick blend it until you get a really thick consistency. And then stop stick blending. See if it starts bubbling up. If it starts to bubble up, take the stick blender out and then, stir it down. And that's when you add your 4 to 6, it just depends, 4 to 6 ounces of pure sugarcane boiling water. The water has to be boiling because the soap is hot, and it has to be 100% pure cane sugar, not the granulated sugar. Granulated sugar is beet sugar. It comes from beets. This needs to be pure sugar cane sugar. And then what you do is you double it. So if you got 6 ounces of water, do 12 ounces of sugar. And then you mix it up. Once you get that volcano with the stick blender and you stir it down, stir in your water, your boiling water. And then stir the crap out of it. Keep stirring, 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 stirring. As you're stirring, add about 2 ounces of glycerin. Stir. If it needs a little bit more glycerin, add a little bit more. Keep stirring and it will liquefy, guys. I promise. This one liquefied, but it went back on me. I don't know why, but we still got a pretty soap out of it. I believe it's going to look gorgeous when we take it out later. I'm going to throw it in my freezer and let it get good and hard. Super duper excited about my website. You guys go and check out everything that's on there. I'm adding stuff every day. www.clightcandles.com. That's www.clightcandles.com. So go check that out. And also I've got some stuff at my big cartel. It's Chrissy's Creations, CRISSYS Creations, CREATINS, at bigcartel.com. So I got some stuff on there, but mainly my website, guys. Mainly the Sea Light Candles website. Like I said, I'm adding stuff every day. Go check it out. Bunch of cool stuff on there. Even you can check out my candles if you want. Alright, guys. I'm going to put this in the freezer until the next time. Bye-bye.